decision on Trump's immunity claim in federal election interference case. Trump is claiming broad immunity for actions he took in office, including efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election results for which he faces prosecution. I'm Tyrone Bowman. This is Tyrone Bowman Tonight. According to NBC News, steering clear of a political firestorm for now, the Supreme Court said Friday it would not immediately decide the key question of whether Donald Trump has broad immunity for actions he took as president challenging his 2020 election loss. The court denied without comment special counsel Jack Smith's request, asking his justices to circumvent the normal appeals court process and quickly decide the question, which looms large in Trump's prosecution in Washington over allegations of election interference. If Trump were to win on this threshold issue, the charges would be dismissed. If he loses, the legal proceedings in the trial court would continue, with Trump having other issues he could mount appeals over. As a result of the court's refusal to intervene, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit will take the first crack at the issue. It is scheduled to hear oral arguments on January 9. Once that court rules, the Supreme Court could act quickly on whether to take up the case. And asking the court to step in on an expedited basis, Smith said the case, quote, presents a fundamental question at the heart of our democracy, whether a former president is absolutely immune from federal prosecution for crimes committed while in office, close quote. Trump's lawyers argued in court papers that Smith had given no compelling reason why the Supreme Court should immediately step in ahead of the appeals court. In response to the Supreme Court's move on Friday, Trump bashed Smith's initial request for the court to weigh in, calling it a desperate attempt to short-circuit our great Constitution. The former president added in his Truth Social post that he was looking forward to arguments before the appeals court next month, while reiterating false claims about the 2020 presidential election. On December 7, Washington-based U.S. District Court Tanya Chutkan denied Trump's motion to dismiss his indictment on presidential immunity and constitutional grounds. The case is on hold while Trump appeals the decision. Trump's lawyers argue that his role in questioning the result of the election was within the outer perimeter of his official responsibilities as president, citing a 1982 special court ruling about presidential immunity. Therefore, under Supreme Court precedent, Trump is immune from prosecution, his lawyers said. They also say the Senate's acquittal of Trump following impeachment proceedings over his role in events that led up to the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol means he cannot be separately prosecuted for the same actions. Smith argued that Trump's role in seeking to overturn the election was not related to his official responsibilities as president, and that the Constitution's language on impeachment allows for separate criminal proceedings even if the president is acquitted. In August, a federal grand jury in Washington indicted Trump on 4 charges: conspiracy to defraud the U.S., conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstruction and conspiracy against the right to vote and to have one's vote counted. Trump pleaded not guilty. The election interference case is one of 4 criminal prosecutions Trump faces heading into the 2024 presidential election season, in which he is a front-runner in the polls for the Republican nomination. No brainer there. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Never surrender, never quit.